Welcome to ICS Mahesh PU College, Dharwad. In last sessions, we have seen how to find maximum and minimum value for the given linear objective function by using corner points. From this session, let us understand how to formulate a linear objective function and constraints by given data. Let us understand the concept by considering an example. First example is Reshma wishes to mix two types of foods, P and Q, in such a way that the vitamin contents of the mixture contains at least 8 units of vitamin A and 11 units of vitamin B. Food P costs rupees 60 per kg and food Q costs rupees 80 per kg. Food P contains 3 units per kg of vitamin A and 5 units per kg of vitamin B, while food Q contains 4 units per kg of vitamin A and 2 units per kg of vitamin B. Determine the minimum cost of the mixture. Here, by given data, we have to consider a linear objective function and we have to find the minimum cost of the mixture. Here, Reshma is going to mix two types of food, P and Q, in such a way that the mixture contain at least 8 units of vitamin A and 11 units of vitamin B. And also they have given the prices of two types of foods, rupees 60 per kg and rupees 80 per kg for P and Q type of foods. And both food P and food Q are containing vitamin A as well as vitamin B by 3 units per kg of vitamin A and 5 units per kg of vitamin B in P type of food, and 4 units per kg of vitamin A and 2 units per kg of vitamin B in Q type of food. Now we have to find the minimum cost of the mixture, that is to find the minimum value for the given linear objective function. Let us understand how to formulate the linear objective function by the data. Here, let x be the quantity of food P and let y be the quantity of food Q are going to mix together. Now we have to determine the minimum cost of the mixture, that is our objective function. Therefore, minimum of Z is, by observing the question, they have given prices of two types of food, that is rupees 60 per kg and rupees 80 per kg for food P and Q respectively. Therefore, our objective function becomes 60x plus 85. And now we have to construct a constraint as food P contains 3 units per kg of vitamin A, food Q contains 4 units per kg of vitamin A. A mixture contains at least 8 units of vitamin A. Therefore, you need to observe a word at least. Here, at least means the mixture may contain exactly 8 units of vitamin A and more than 8 units of vitamin A. For this reason, we are using the inequality greater than or equal. That is, while forming the constraint, we are using greater than or equal, that is 3x plus 4y greater than or equal to 8. This is for vitamin A. Let us formulate second constraint, that is food P contains 5 units per kg of vitamin B, food Q contains 2 units per kg of vitamin B. Mixture contains at least 11 units of vitamin B. Here also we need to use greater than or equal. Therefore, second constraint is 5x plus 2y greater than or equal to 11. This is for vitamin B. And the number of units of food P and food Q are greater than or equal to 0. This is our non-negative constraint, that is x comma y greater than or equal to 0. Hence, we have formulated a linear objective function as well as constraint by the data as minimum of Z is equal to 60x plus 80y. Constraints are 3x plus 4y greater than or equal to 8 and 5x plus 2y greater than or equal to 11. Now we have to find x and y by considering the equalities. First equality is 5x 3x plus 4y equal to 8. By solving, we get first point as 0, 2, second point as 8 by 3, 0. So considering second equality 5x plus 2y equal to 11, we get first point as 0, 11 by 2 and second point as 11 by 5, 0. Now let us plot the graph. First point is 0, 2, second point is 8 by 3, 0. Joining these 2 points, and now we have to observe the first inequality, that is greater than or equal to 8. When substituting x and y as 0, we get 0 is greater than or equal to 8, hence which is a false result. Therefore, we are shading away from the origin. Now consider the remaining 2 points. First point is 0, 11 by 2. Second point is 11 by 5, 0. Joining the 2 points, again you have to observe the second inequality, that is also greater than or equal to 11. Similarly, when we substitute x and y as 0, we get again a false result. Therefore, we need to shade away from the origin. Now we have to find the common region by these 2 shaded parts, that is yellow region shows a feasible region. Hence, we have to find a intersecting point by solving the equations of these 2 lines, as first equation is 3x plus 4y equal to 8. Second equation is 5x plus 2y equal to 11. On simplifying, we get x as 2 and y as 1 divided by 2. Therefore, B having coordinate 2, 1 by 2. Therefore, A of 0, 11 by 2, B of 2, 1 by 2 and C of 8 by 3, 0 are the 3 corner points of the given linear objective function, which are going to help us to find minimum value of z. Considering the table, corner points z equal to 60x plus 80y. First point is A of 0, 11 by 2, B of 2, 1 by 2, C of 8 by 3, 0 are the 3 corner point. When we substitute these coordinates in z, we get 440, 160 and again 160. By observing the table, one can say that the minimum value of the z is 160, since the graph is an unbounded graph. Therefore, 160 may or may not be the minimum value of the given linear objective function. For this reason, we have to consider one more inequality, that is 60x plus 80y less than 160, to find whether 160 is a minimum value or not. Now considering the equality, that is 60x plus 80y equal to 160. Similarly, we have to find x and y as x, y. When x equal to 0, we obtain y equal to 2, and when y equal to 0, we get x as 8 by 3. Let us plot the line. Here 0, 2 and 8 by 3, 0 are connected by a line. Observe the third inequality, that is 60x plus 80y less than 160. When we substitute x and y as 0, we get 0 is less than 160, which is a true answer, hence shading towards the origin. Now you need to observe the graph. Here there is no common point. Therefore, there are no common points between feasible region and the shaded region. Here feasible region is shown in yellow and shaded region is shown in blue. Therefore, the minimum of z is 160 at B of 2, 1 by 2 and C of 8 by 3, 0 and all the points on the line joining BC. Therefore, rupees 160 is minimum cost of the mixture when 2 units of food P and 1 by 2 units of food Q are mixed or when only 8 by 3 units of food P and no units of food Q are mixed. Hence, our linear objective function has minimum value at the points B of 2, 1 by 2 and C of 8 by 3, 0, whose minimum value is 160. This is about first problem. Let us see second problem. One kind of cake require 200 grams of flour and 25 grams of fat, and another kind of cake requires 100 grams of flour and 50 grams of fat. Find the maximum number of cakes which can be made from 5 kg of flour and 1 kg of fat, assuming that there is no shortage of other ingredients used in making of cake. Here, a person wants to maximize or wants to maximum the number of cakes which can be made from 5 kg of flour and 1 kg of fat. And here we have two types of cakes. One cake require 200 grams of flour and 25 grams of fat. And there is one more kind of cake that require 100 grams of flour and 50 grams of fat. By observing the data, we have to formulate a linear objective function as follows. Let us consider let x be the number of cakes of first kind and let y be the number of cakes of second kind are going to added together. Now we have to find the maximum number of cakes, that is our objective is to find maximum value. Therefore, consider a linear objective function that is maximum of z is x plus y. Now we have to consider a constraint by the data as one kind of cake require 200 grams of flour, another kind of cake requires 100 grams of flour, which can be made from 5 kg of flour. Here, one thing you need to remember that we have two units here, that is grams and one more is in kg. For this reason, we have to convert a 5 kg in terms of grams, that is first constraint is 200x plus 100y less than or equal to 5000. 5000 grams is equal to 5 kg. This is first constraint for flour. Now we have to consider second constraint. One kind of cake require 25 grams of fat, another kind of cake requires 50 grams of fat, which can be made from 1 kg of fat. Similarly, we have to convert 1 kg into grams, that is 25x plus 50y less than or equal to 1000. This is for fat. And number of cakes of first kind and second kind are greater than or equal to 0. This is a non-negative constraint x, y greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, maximum of z is equal to x plus y, which is a linear objective function, and subject to the constraints are 2x plus y less than or equal to 50. Here, we are dividing the first inequality by 100. Then we get 2x plus y less than or equal to 50. And second constraint is x plus 2y less than or equal to 40. Here we are dividing entire inequality by 25. Then we get x plus 2y less than or equal to 40. And non-negative constraint x, y greater than or equal to 0. Let us find the equalities. First equality is 2x plus y equal to 50. Finding the x and y as first point is 0, 50. Second point is 25, 0. Considering the second equality, x plus 2y equal to 40, and third point is 0, 20, and next point is 40, 0. Plot the graph. First point is 0, 50. Second point is 25, 0. Let us join these 2 points and observe the first inequality, which is less than or equal to 5000. when we substitute x and y as 0, we obtain 0 is greater than or equal less than or equal to 5000, which is a true result, hence shading towards the origin. Let us consider remaining 2 points, that is 0, 20. Next point is 40, 0. Let us join these 2 points. Again you need to observe second inequality, which is also less than or equal to a symbol. When we substitute x and y as 0, we get a true answer, hence shading towards the origin. Now let us find the common region or solution region by these two shaded parts. Here yellow region shows a visible region. Therefore, now we have to find the coordinates of point C, which is an intersecting point, by solving the equations of these two lines. Consider first equation 2x plus y equal to 50. Second equation is x plus 2y equal to 40. Let us solve these equations. By solving, we get x as 20 and y as 10. Therefore, C having coordinate 20, 10. Consider a table, corner points z equal to x plus y. Here corner points are a of 0, 0, which is origin, b of 0, 20, c of 20, 10, and d of 25, 0 are the 4 corner points. We have to find the maximum value by using these 4 points. First answer is 0, second one is 20, third one is 30, and last one is 25. By observing the table, we can say that the maximum number is 30. Therefore, maximum of z is equal to 30 at c of 20, 10. Therefore, maximum number of cakes are produced when 20 cakes of first kind and 10 cakes of second kind are produced. This is solution for second question. Let us see third one. A factory makes tennis rackets and cricket bats. A tennis racket 1.5 hours of machine time and 3 hours of craftsman time in its making takes, while a cricket bat takes 3 hours of machine time and 1 hour of craftsman time while in making. In a day, the factory has availability of not more than 42 hours of machine time and 24 hours of craftsman time. In that we have sub question. First one is, what number of rackets and bats must be made if the factory is to work at full capacity? Second question is, if the profit on a racket and on a bat is rupees 20 and rupees 10 respectively, find the maximum profit to the factory when it works at full capacity. Here this is a question of manufacturing. A factory is manufacturing tennis rackets and cricket bats. It takes 1.5 hours for making a tennis racket on machine time, and a same tennis racket takes 3 hours of craftsman time when it making, and cricket bat takes 3 hours on machine time and 1 hour of craftsman time while it making. And they are also given the availability of factory in any day. On any day, the factory has availability of not more than 42 hours. The factory works not more than 42 hours on machine time and 24 hours on craftsman time. We have to find what number of rackets and bats must be made if the factory to work at full capacity. We have to find the number of rackets and bats. And next second question is, if the profit on the racket and on a bat is rupees 20 and rupees 10 respectively, we have to find maximum profit to the factory when it works at full capacity. Here our objective is to find the maximum value of the given linear objective function. Let us see how to construct a linear objective function by the data. Let x be the number of tennis rackets and y be the number of cricket bats are going to manufacture on any day at a full capacity. Now we have to find the maximum profit to the factory when it works at full capacity. This is our objective, is to find the maximum value for the given linear objective function, that is maximum of z is. They have given that if the profit on tennis racket and on a cricket bat is rupees 20 and rupees 10 respectively, hence our objective function becomes 20x plus 10y. Hence the objective function is maximum of z is equal to 20x plus 10y. Now we have to construct a constraint by the data are follows. A tennis racket takes 1.5 hours on machine time and a cricket bat takes 3 hours of machine time. A factory has availability of not more than 42 hours of machine time. Here we have to observe the word not more than. Not more than means the factory has availability exactly 42 hours or less than 42 hours, but it not exceed 42 hours. Hence we are using the symbol less than or equal. Therefore constraint becomes 1.5x plus 3y less than or equal to 40. This is for machine time. Let us consider second inequality as a tennis racket takes 3 hours of craftsman time and a cricket bat takes 1 hour of craftsman time. The factory has the availability not more than 24 hours of craftsman time. Here craftsman works not more than 24 hours, which means that he may work exactly 24 hours on any day or he may work less than 24 hours on any other day. Therefore here also we are using the symbol less than or equal while constructing the constraint, that is 3x plus y less than or equal to 24. This is for craftsman time. Therefore non-negative constraints are x comma y greater than or equal to 0. Consider first equality, that is 1.5x plus 3y equal to 42. Finding the x and y values. First point is 0 comma 14. Second point is 63 comma 0. Consider second equality, 3x plus y equal to 24. Therefore third point is 0 comma 24. Fourth point is 8 comma 0. Consider the graph. First point is 0 comma 14. Second point is 63 comma 0. Joining these two lines, observe first inequality, that is less than or equal to symbol. When we substitute x and y as 0, we get a true answer, hence we are shading towards the origin. Let us consider remaining 2 points, that is 0 comma 24. Next point is 8 comma 0. Joining these 2 points, again we have to observe second inequality, that is less than or equal to 24. Similarly, when we substitute x and y as 0, we obtain a true answer, hence we are shading towards the origin. By these two shaded part, we have to find a common region, as here yellow region shows a feasible region. Therefore now we have to find the coordinates of point C, that is by solving the equations of these two lines. 3x plus 6y equal to 84 and 3x plus y equal to 24. On solving, we get 5y equal to 60 and y equal to 12 and x equal to 4. Therefore C having coordinate 4 comma 12. Consider the table corner points E of 0 comma 0, B of 0 comma 14, C of 4 comma 12, D of 8 comma 0 are the 4 corner points of the graph. When we substitute these 4 points in Z, we get Z as 0, 140, 200, and last one is 160. By observing the table, we can say that the maximum value is 200 at the point C of 4, 12. Therefore, maximum of Z is equal to 200 at the point C of 4, 12. Hence, the maximum profit is rupees 200 when 4 rackets and 12 bats are manufactured when the factory works at full capacity. Thank you.